Neurodiverse employees are 90 to 140% more productive than non-neurodiverse.
That is a comment by therapist Julie Bjelland from the first section of this Creative Mind audio, an excerpt from her podcast episode titled Embracing Neurodiversity, a conversation with Willow McIntosh. The second section is an excerpt of an episode of the Neurodiversity podcast, hosted by Emily Kircher-Morris.
Welcome to the HSP and Neurodivergent podcast. I'm Julie Bjelland, a psychotherapist and founder of Sensitive Empowerment, specializing in helping the highly sensitive, autistic, and neurodivergent really embrace their gifts and flourish to their fullest potential. I think it'd be fun to talk a little bit about what we've been working on too. I've been working on, I created a guide. It's like embracing neurodiversity in the workplace. That's just like a free guide people can use. And I want people to like give it to their companies and to their workplaces and use it as a way to help let their workplaces know what would help support them. Willow, have you heard the statistic that neurodiverse employees are 90 to 140% more productive than non-neurodiverse? Isn't that amazing? That's
wow,
what the research
that is amazing.
Doing. But it doesn't surprise us, right? There's this incredible ability to get a lot done in a short period of time, and these supercomputer brains and neurodiverse employees tend to be really honest and straightforward and loyal to good companies and stuff. So there's some new companies now, like some big companies that are actually recognizing they want to hire neurodiverse employees because they've seen the research and they know what an impact they're making. And
Haley Moss was diagnosed with autism at age 3. Today, she's an attorney and an advocate for the neurodivergent community. We'll talk to her about her very young diagnosis, her experiences growing up, some of the misunderstandings about autism in women, and workplace initiatives that are expanding opportunities for autistic people. And since she lives in Southern Florida, how could we ignore the Florida Marlins? It's all straight ahead on episode 122. I'm Emily Kircher-Morris, and this is the Neurodiversity Podcast. It is so difficult for anyone, especially adults, who are realizing perhaps that they have some of those characteristics to find that diagnosis. And there's the conversation that is always ongoing about self-diagnosis and recognizing those traits for oneself. And I'm a clinical mental health counselor specifically, but I don't do those types of assessments. And it's so interesting to kind of be straddling both of those worlds within the neurodiversity movement, but then also in the clinical mental health field, where there's kind of those different perspectives about self-diagnosis. What are your thoughts about self-diagnosis in general and how it influences people and the movement in general?
I do not have an issue with self-diagnosis. I don't know if that's the most popular opinion. I frankly don't care. I think there's so many barriers to access to traditional diagnosis or formal diagnosis that need to be fixed, and we should be focused on that rather than, there's a whole bunch of self-diagnosed people out there.